The New York mayoral election is edging closer and closer, and it seems as though Mamdani is definitely going to win. I've been thinking about uh, this thing and what it means for New York City, and what lessons can be learned from it. I've been astonished that New York City has chosen to vote for a communist. And it seems that nothing can be done. Like, many things have been tried. President Trump is trying to get some of these candidates to drop out so that, or from what I hear, so that one of them can have a better chance of winning against this guy. But the truth is that they're not going to win. This guy is going to win. And the number one lesson that we can learn from this is that, learning from New York City and also Los Angeles, is that you cannot save people who don't want to be saved. You cannot save a person that doesn't want to be saved. Sometimes you have to wait until they reach rock bottom before anything can be done. Whether you can talk about Chicago, who, after having one of the worst mayors in the history of mankind in Lori Lightfoot, then they voted for Brandon Johnson. What are you going to do? There's nothing you're going to do. These people are voting for their own suffering. And similar situation in Los Angeles when they voted for Karen Bass, who has failed dismally as mayor of Los Angeles. In New York City in particular, Bill de Blasio was a horrible mayor, a socialist. And Eric Adams has not been that horrible. He has been um, more or less trying to do things that are sensible, but he's still held hostage by the Democratic Party's ideology, which will always put a limit in terms of what he can do for the city. And now New York City is going back to the absolute ridiculous and lunatic in Mamdani, and there's nothing that anyone can do about it. The only thing that we can do is just sit and watch in horror. There's nothing you can do. It's a similar situation in South Africa. It's a lessons that people can learn from. A situation in South Africa like Eastern Cape, where the people of Eastern Cape, the poorest province in South Africa, with some of the highest corruption rates, they vote for the African National Congress with 65-70% of the vote. There's no one that anyone can do to save those people from their suffering. They consistently vote for their own suffering. And this is not to say that the electorate needs to be insulted, even though I think that the electorate in many of these instances is the problem, but I don't think that it's a good idea to insult voters. I just think that people get the government that they deserve. When New Yorkers suffer because of failed policies of the Democratic Party, it is because they are getting the government that they deserve. And there's nothing that anyone can do. No one can save them except themselves. They can only save themselves, and they are refusing to save themselves. So yeah, that's really what that one can say about these things. That there are lessons that need to be learned. That people can suffer great harm under bad governments, and they continue to vote for them. That is what has been ongoing in these cities: Los Angeles, Chicago, San Francisco, Cleveland, Baltimore, New York City. It's very bad. But what are we going to say? What are we going to do? There's nothing that we can do. Yeah, it's the same feeling that I have about South Africa. There's nothing that anyone can do. Yeah, anyways.